Hello students, my name is Pragati Misra. In our last video, we have completed a topic whose name was Cauchy-Euler form. Today we will discuss some more problems of Cauchy-Euler form to make our concepts more and more clear. So I am going to take some examples and give you solution also so that you can understand that how to solve the Cauchy-Euler form differential equation easily. So this is our first example and we have to solve it. Firstly, you can see this is present in the linear differential equation with variable coefficients. So we have to reduce it into the linear differential equation with constant coefficients. In order to do this, firstly we have to introduce a new variable, that is z, and z is equals to, we have to assume log x. Then x is equal to e raised to power z, and if we take the derivative of z with respect to x, then we get 1 by x. Now, as I told you in my previous video, that we have to replace xd by a new derivative, that is d1, and it is what? d1 is nothing but the derivative of any function with respect to z, and d is the derivative of any function with respect to x. So we have to replace xd by d1 and x square d square by d1 into d1 minus 1, and we have to repeat this process. And I want to tell you that x cube d cube is replaced by d1 minus 1 into d1 minus 2. So in this way we can reduce this linear differential equation with variable coefficients into linear differential equation with constant coefficients. So I am going to write it. Firstly we have to reduce it into the linear differential equation with constant coefficients form. So I can write d1 minus 1, d1 minus 2 plus 2 d1 minus 1 plus 2 applied over y is equal to 10. X is what? That is e raised to power z, and this is 1 by x. So we can write it as e raised to power minus z. So this is our differential equation which got reduced into the linear differential equation with constant coefficients. After simplifying this, we multiply it together, and then we multiply it together, and after solving we get an equation of this form. So firstly we have to write the CF for this differential equation, and in order to write the CF, firstly we have to write the auxiliary equation for this differential equation. Now since it is reduced into the linear differential equation with constant coefficients, so now we can write auxiliary equation. So the auxiliary equation is d1 cube minus d1 square plus 2 is equal to 0. Now you can see 1 satisfies this equation. If we put d1 is equal to 1, d1 is equal to minus 1. I should write, if we put d1 is equal to minus 1 here, then this satisfies this equation. So we can write it as d1 cube plus d1 square. In order to satisfy this equation, we have to subtract 2d1 square from here, and then in order to maintain this process, we have to subtract 2d1 and then add 2d1 plus 2 is equal to 0. So if we take d1 square here common, then it becomes d1 plus 1. And taking minus 2d1 common from here, then we get d1 plus 1. And take common 2 here, then we get d1 plus 1. So you can see d1 plus 1 is common in each term. So we can take it outside. So it becomes d1 plus 1, d1 square minus 2d1 plus 2 is equal to 0. Now you can see its factorization is not possible. So we can apply our previous method, that is Firstly, we got the first root of this auxiliary equation, that is -1, and in order to find the roots of this equation, we have to apply our method, that is d1 is equal to -b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a. So if we put d is equal to -2, then it becomes b is equal to -2, then it becomes -2 plus minus under root b square, that is -2 raised to power 2 minus 4 into 1 into 2 upon 2 into 1. So after solving, we get 2 plus minus, this becomes 8 minus 4, that is 2i by 2 is equal to 1 plus minus I. So here we are getting 3 roots of this differential equation, in which one root is negative, that is real, and other 2 roots are imaginary. So how we can write the CF for this differential equation? So CF is equal to C1 e raised to power minus Z, since our independent variable was Z here, that we introduced, plus in order to write the CF for this differential equation, firstly we have to take the real part of this term. So e raised to power Z, because the real part is 1, C1 C2 cos Z, because imaginary part is also 1, plus C3 sin Z. So this is our CF. Now we can proceed for PI. So our PI is equal to 1 by d1 cube minus d1 square plus 2 applied over the function e raised to power z plus e raised to power minus z. Now we will separate it. After separating, it becomes d1 cube minus d1 square plus 2 e raised to power z plus 1 by d1 cube minus d1 square plus 2 e raised to power minus z. Here we replace each d1 by 1, and here we replace each d1 by minus 1. So if we replace, we can see this becomes 1, this becomes 1, 1 minus 1 becomes 0, or only 2 get remained. So we get 1 by 2 e raised to power z here. Actually in the question there was a constant term also, that is 10, so we will take it outside. So it becomes like this. So 10 is here, and if we solve this, then this becomes -1, because -1 raised to power 3 becomes -1, and this becomes -1 again. So -1 minus 1 becomes -2, and -2, when -2 is added with +2, it becomes 0. So we cannot apply this method. So firstly we have to multiply the numerator by z and take the derivative of the denominator with respect to z, which gives us 3d1 square minus 2d1 applied over e raised to power minus z. Again we apply our process, that is 10 1 by 2 e raised to power z plus z upon, if we again apply z d1 as -1, then this becomes 3 and this becomes +2. So 3 plus 2 becomes 5 here, and it becomes minus z. Now we multiply 10 inside, then we get 5 e raised to power z plus z by 2z e raised to power minus z. So this is our PI. Now we know that the complete solution is the sum of CF and PI. So I am going to write the complete solution for this differential equation. So the complete solution is y is equal to CF plus PI. So y is equal to, our CF was C1 e raised to power minus z plus e raised to power z, C2 cos z plus C3 sin z, plus, and our PI is 5 e raised to power z plus 2z e raised to power minus z. Now we introduced one variable which was z, and that is independent variable, then but our previous, that is which was given in our question, that independent variable was x, then we have to remove this independent variable that we choose, and we replace each e raised to power z by x and z by log x. So after replacing, it becomes y is equal to c1 e raised to power z minus z becomes 1 by x plus e raised to power z becomes x, c2 cos z becomes log x plus c3 sin z becomes log x again plus 5 e raised to power z becomes x plus 2 by x, because e raised to power minus z is here and z becomes. So this is the complete solution for our differential equation. I hope you understand our first example. Now I am going to take our next example so that you can understand this concept very clearly. So this is our next example. Now you can see this is also present in the Cauchy-Euler form. Then we will use our previous method, that is we replace each x square d square by d1 minus 1. xd is replaced by d1 plus 6 applied over y is equal to each x is replaced by e raised to power z. So it becomes e raised to power 4z. If we solve it, then it becomes d1 square minus d1 minus 4d1 plus 6 applied over the function y is equal to e raised to power 4z. After solving, we get d1 square minus 5d1 plus 6 applied over y is equal to e raised to power 4z. Now you can see our equation got reduced into the form linear differential equation with constant coefficients. So in order to solve this differential equation, firstly we have to write the auxiliary equation for this differential equation. So the auxiliary equation is m square minus 5m plus 6 is equal to 0. If we factorize it, we get m minus 3, m minus 2 is equal to 0. So there are two roots of this differential equation, which are 2 and 3. So if we write the CF of this differential equation, our CF is equal to C1 e raised to power 2z plus C2 e raised to power 3z. Since all the roots of this differential equation are real and distinct, so we can apply this method. Now I am going to write the PI for this differential equation. So it becomes d1 square minus 5d1 plus 6 e raised to power 4z. Now we replace each d1 by 4. So if we replace, we get 1 by 16 minus 20 plus 6 e raised to power 4z. So if we solve it, we get 1 by 2 e raised to power 4z. So this is our PI. In order to write the complete solution for this differential equation, we have to add CF and PI together. So the complete solution is the sum of CF and PI. So y is equal to C1 e raised to power 2z plus C2 e raised to power 3z plus Pi is 1 by 2 e raised to power 4z. This is our complete solution, but this is present in the new independent variable that we have introduced, that is z, and we have to remove this because our given differential equation was present with the independent variable x. So if we remove, we get C1 x square plus C2 x cube plus 1 by 2 x power 4. So this is the complete solution for our differential equation. I hope you understand this. Now your concepts becomes more clear. If you are liking my content, please subscribe my channel. And yes, if you have any doubts regarding this video, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you.